Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
But anyways. Now everybody gets so quiet. Well, hey, we're live.
We are live now, so keep your comments to yourself. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
No shop talk.
Yeah, that's definitely shop talk.
So,
well, we can't talk about cams and tuners and
no, people don't need to know about what we're doing. Well, if you
that one's from 1898.
I don't know if you're up to the most
I didn't even
recent
know they had
episode
cams back then.
Exactly.
But in the last episode, we told people don't go Sturgis. It's horrible, and not to stay in.
Well, next year, 26.
Don't stay. Well, no, we told people don't go Sturgis. It's horrible. Don't stay in Deadwood or Lead. That's like the worst.
Whatever you
Actually, just nobody go to Sturgis.
Just nobody
go.
This year.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This
not
year.
next year.
But
This
I will
year.
say, in 2020, during the COVID Sturgis,
Nobody went to Sturgis.
nobody went to Sturgis, and 450,000 people still went to Sturgis.
Yeah. So
Yeah, unfortunately, and about 300,000 of those got arrested.
Well,
Or
that's
speeding tickets.
and 200,000 died from COVID.
Yeah.
So hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus, and I'm the clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. I have Miss Muffin.
Hey y'all.
I've got Daniel,
Hey there.
and returning for his yearly
physical.
Yeah. I have
All right,
Mr.
whatever you guys want to do later is beyond me.
Turn,
I
I know
have-
he's down here very
turn your head and
rarely.
cough, sir.
I have Mr. Keith Ray.
All right, Heather, calm down.
I'm just here for the comic relief.
I know he's got a beautiful beard, Heather. You just gotta calm yourself.
Calm.
So, actually, next week I have a beard trim schedule because since my beard guy left,
Did you call Angel?
I didn't. I caught somebody up there. I found somebody up there, so we're going to test it and see. But I had a great beard guy in Chattanooga, and then he moved to, I don't know, Asheville or Charlotte or something.
Oh,
I'm going to rotate this way.
So
try to make the two quiet people louder and the two loud people quiet.
Well, no, so
Like,
actually it picks
there's
up.
quiet
It's
people
going to pick up on Muffin a little less.
That's fine.
But she doesn't tell stories like we do.
Oh, that is
No.
true.
So it's fine.
She sits back and giggles.
she does have she has a good life.
Otherwise, I have to
drink
like
my
put
beer.
it like over in the corner.
Which we could always do.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still working out the new mic.
Not the final mic, though.
Not the final mic, but the most recent iteration of a microphone.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Tyson.
Well, we have been offered a
Mike
space
Tyson.
we have been offered an actual space to build studio. It's not going to cost us anything for the space
Oh, okay.
outside of
Building a studio.
Building a studio.
Hey, we could do that. I've become a little bit of a woodworker since I now have a garage.
We don't need a wood.
Well, technically we do
Oh,
because we'll have to build a table,
Yeah,
Well,
a podcast table.
I can build you a podcast. I built a workbench, and I'm about to build a.
Well,
he's
so it
pretty
has
good
to,
at putting IKEA stuff together.
so it has to be solid core.
I can read instructions
Well,
just to make sure they're.
It has to be solid core with little vibration, and then even then you take a second step and do vibration dampening in the table. Like there's things about it like
this one's already vibration dampened.
yes,
Well,
Is
but
it
like
because of the box?
it's
Yes.
It's the box.
like
Because of the box it's sitting on.
there's reverb like you can control and stuff with studio space. Now the upside about the system that we're getting with the mics,
But how do you know it was
helps cut
verb in
out
the first place?
reverb. How do you know there's verb in the first
Verb.
place?
Yeah, because
I don't know.
how do you
The
know to
verb pipe?
reverb
I don't
if
know.
you have never verbed?
I don't know.
it verbed.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's like the whole deal with timing on an engine.
Oh,
It's advanced,
right.
and then the other,
Retarded.
and not hard and retarded. Like I don't understand. Technically, I said at work today. I said that word, and somebody was like, and I go, no.
Talking about an engine.
I said it's no. I said it, no. I wasn't.
No, we're talking about children.
I said
Oh, God.
They're not
I said
children.
it's like the N word. I said I can't say that because I'm white, but people that aren't white can say that. I can say
I
retarded
thought you were Hispanic.
because
It's-
I am retarded.
Yes. Oh, Okay.
Special.
I fly that flag proudly.
That reminds
do.
me of the Dave Chappelle
I
story.
do.
where
For
we-
those of
You fly that Tism flag.
actually,
really
no,
well.
I'll say that for anybody listening to this, because I'm not sure. I think I've said it before.
You have.
I was about to say, yes, for anybody listening to this, that this might be your first episode and you've never come across that one, and you have children that are autistic, don't worry, they'll grow up very happy. They're just going to be addicted to something like motorcycles.
If you're
I
like,
really
As long
hate
as
that.
it's not drugs, it's fine.
Yeah. So, because that's one of the
bugs,
issues.
not drugs.
That's what-
Yes.
Drugs.
Bugs, not drugs.
Yeah.
So
That's one of the
Volkswagen bugs,
issues
not
is-
drugs.
There you go.
is addiction.
Which-
I saw something the other day that said, I wish I'd gotten the good at math autism instead of the into cars autism.
Right.
So here we are now.
I was into cars at one point in time. Now I'm into motorcycles. I still like cars though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
never
that
been to
random?
math.
You mean that random
Actually,
fact that I can remember about something?
No, Heather hates it. I'm actually like pretty decent at math.
He is. Yeah.
It's bad sometimes.
I can't do math to save my life.
And history and science. I can't do
Just-
reading or English.
I'm just
See,
glad
I'm a
Stephanie's not
right
in
brain
here right
person. I'm
now.
history, political science, English,
That's it, me. I'm reading
but
English.
math and science.
No, math. No.
My thing is
Science was easy. Math is just normal.
so for me with history, with oh look at who it is.
Oh, hello.
We have a special guest just walked
Special
in.
guest.
I heard somebody want to talk motorcycles.
No Show Jones himself just walked in the room.
Can you even give him that nickname anymore now?
Yeah,
Because
he's still No Show Jones.
Technically, he shows.
100%.
I'm gonna be back for a while, so
So
This is my first one since 2017
what your first episode?
podcast. Yeah.
Has it
I
been
think it's been longer than that.
You said I was too handsome, and then you wouldn't invite me back.
That's probably true.
My story,
But I can handle
my truth.
history, math, and science because everything is like factual and undeniable.
Yes.
But anything that is emotional, I can't control. So reading, and writing,
And Lewis coming in.
and Lewis coming in, I can't handle that. I don't know what to think about that.
That's
He
what that phone
He did a
call was.
Kramer. He did a little bit
Oh,
of a
was
Kramer.
it?
Yes, that's right. So we were talking about that today when we were out riding.
Oh,
Him
yeah,
coming-
just-
coming into the podcast.
So did you message him a second ago and said we're recording now?
Yes.
Okay.
he gave me the play-by-play, leaving Drake's in the garage, in my office. Hit it, recording now.
So I saw him Thursday night,
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you doing?
and the
Marcus?
last time I saw him was on the same night of the week, in the same place, and I was doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. So evidently at Harley, they're really big on cupcakes.
the
I think that's how they're selling so many motorcycles.
last two times away from him stopping by the dealership, the last two times that I have physically seen him outside of the dealership has been at Publix when I was buying cupcakes.
What do you guys do? Like slip contracts into the cupcakes and people eat them? Oh, what do we have
Hey,
here?
here's your 17% interest rate.
Instead of sprinkles, we do APRs.
It was for birthday,
I'm sure that's what.
That's exactly what it was.
which tells me
It's
last
the
time I
birthday of
saw
the
him,
motorcycle.
not at the dealership, was right at the end of November, 1st of December, because that was last meeting that we had that I had to do birthdays.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
So we have a guest,
yeah, we have
Dose.
two guests.
2 guests, which is rare for us. We don't have that many friends.
Right.
Well, Lewis doesn't come around anymore because he
What do you
found
mean?
dirt bikes.
I was with him all today.
Yeah, but this was the first time today when he rode his street glide. Did you even ride your street glide today?
Yeah.
Today when he rode,
He
his street
rode the
glide,
dirt bike.
I was about to say that's the first
Keith,
time.
by the way.
Lewis.
That's the first time that he's rode something without knobbies in how long?
Since
No,
Panama.
last weekend I rode the KZ
Okay.
for the first time since Panama.
So twice since October, you have rode a motorcycle without knobby tires.
Yeah, if I did any time between then, it was insignificant. And I can't remember.
Just
It
up
was
and
to,
down
like,
the street.
Run it by my brother's house and back.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Catch me,
Yeah.
copper.
Well, We used to record at his house, and it was kind of awkward because we would sit outside the driveway and record, and then there would go my brother driving by.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
You told that story before, I think.
Yes.
So either that or the neighbor would start his truck, and you couldn't hear anything.
Oh yeah.
He still does that.
No, they're gone. Thank God.
Well, the last time we were over there, he still had his truck sitting idle
Oh
in the
yeah, because
driveway.
he caught Daniel and Alex trying to break into my house.
We had to climb. Your front door was unlocked. We had to climb a ladder up your back deck.
So anyway, so I made modifications to my bike recently, which I sent you messages on. Got my seat problem solved.
Yep.
Got a new road sofa, non-extended reach.
Right.
And it's much, much better. Which I also, when I picked up the new road sofa, my old road sofa was twice as heavy. So I think my old one also had the gel core pads, because you can get the gel core pads in it. So I think mine had the gel core pads in it.
It might have had lead in it for radioactive protection
Maybe so.
on the
It might need
nether
that.
region.
You know, honestly, you just want to add weight to a Harley. Kind of holds it down a little
100%.
bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Otherwise, it'll just.
Yeah. They just
Dude, the
float.
new
They're
seat-
so light, they
The
just
new
float
seat,
off.
I'm pretty sure, is lighter than my other Saddleman seat.
I'm not surprised.
But I got the tour pack on too now.
And it looks good.
It has come in very handy already.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you're ordering pizza or cupcakes.
So,
Hey, just fill it with cupcakes.
well, I only got a
Cupcakes.
6-pack last
I know,
time.
you did
We've
for
cracked the code on the whole business model of
And-
Harley Davidson. It all centers around cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
We
you mind?
figured out why the bikes are so expensive because that's what Harley's spending their money
Yes.
on is cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
That
Just
icing ain't
constant
making itself.
cupcakes.
So,
Lewis, you can grab a chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and a beer.
Okay.
starting to slowly get stuff prepped for
Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky.
Which
Kentucky.
Yes, Sturgis, Kentucky.
Little searches.
which I have noticed with the weight of the tour pack, that weight further back, I don't get as much bounce out of the suspension.
Having weight over the rear end is because I dealt with that when I put that big tour pack on
Well, I don't
the
even-
BMW.
Like, I get it with her, but
Yeah.
now where it's at, that weight's not there.
It's sitting further back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way further.
Well, because when I put that bag on the back of the BMW, like
Yeah.
on that luggage rack over the two saddlebags,
Yeah.
even in sport mode on the bike where the suspension is very stiff, no bounce going over anything, it just cruised right over.
So I'm not stressing as much as I was on the suspension stuff now. But of course, we do have the big road test coming. In
Yeah,
a
going
couple
down to
months.
Atlanta.
Yeah. Which would be the road test on Atlanta, which she still hadn't even rode on it yet with the backrest or the.
I feel like she'll be
Over
just
this
fine.
I
She's
thought
gonna be
that. I
like
was
this.
That's honestly, you've given her a good seat and a backrest.
So
Right?
the
I
thing
think
is,
I'll
is
be
like
fine.
I know that Pelican case was so comfortable.
she'll
I
be
know,
back.
right?
well,
she'll,
so the
she'll be back there
backrest,
like Renee.
the backrest I had was the low backrest.
Does she have a cup holder?
No. So the backrest I had was the low backrest. Lewis has the middle size backrest. And with the tall seat,
I have no backrest.
with the
Because he's a real man.
with the road sofa, the bottom of the seat is actually like right at the edge. So it's almost like it's just there to catch it from going off. There's no support. So we were looking at potentially getting the tall seat or the tall backrest.
Right.
Or the taller backrest like what Lewis has. But now we don't have to worry about that because there's that chopped pack. The backrest is about where
Yeah.
Mhm.
the backrest should be.
Middle of the back, maybe a little bit higher.
I don't know if it's quite that
Is it-
high.
I'll just have to say
I haven't
don't know.
actually seen your bike
Yeah.
since you've done it, so I know the picture you sent
Yeah.
me, but
Well, so I got the chop pack. Keith has a king pack.
I have a chopped.
I thought you had a king pack on the new white bike.
Mm-mm.
Did you get chopped?
Here's the thing. For usability,
Yeah.
nothing beats a king. But I don't like the look of them.
See, I don't like the way they look either.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get a.
And then a razor is just a waste.
Well, since my bike is black, I always wanted to get a white king pack. And we have, Lewis and I have a buddy, Scott, that's a really skilled artist. And I always wanted to give him the white tour pack and a black Sharpie and say, just do whatever you want.
Mm.
on the tour pack, and then we'll clear coat it
Yeah.
because it wouldn't be.
But you know what's
wouldn't
going to
be
happen.
on the tour pack all the time.
I'm just telling you, I'm not a skilled artist, but I can tell you, it would just be a lot of penises.
I can sure.
Yeah.
Actually, with Scott, there
We
would
would
probably
actually
be,
make sure that happened.
Yeah.
like with Scott, there'd probably be a lot of flames,
And
a lot of tribal design.
well, and
But inside the flames.
yes.
Little
Tiny little
penises.
penises.
Yes. Well, like on the new CBO, or no, not the CBO, the new Gold
Gold
Wing.
Wing,
It
yeah.
has the little gold. So it'd be like
Brown and gold.
just like little.
Brown and gold, baby.
And I'm not saying
So
this is
what's-
you,
what's
but a
so
lot of
funny-
micro penises.
So what's so funny is I didn't know about that. But
Speaking
y'all are
of
talking
those,
about
I have a gift for you later today and for you.
I thought you were going to say,
so
speaking
talk-
of micro penises.
Speaking of
talking
micro-
about the little gold wings inside there. That's kind of
You
funny.
get a gold ring. You get a gold ring.
So how y'all were saying earlier about the 23s
Yeah.
taking the Aspen Cade colors, the Tahitian teal, which came out in 2018 or 2019, maybe
Technically,
2020.
it came out in
It's got little tiny
1997 on the
bar and
Valkyrie.
shields in it, doesn't it?
It has little bar.
98.
It has little bar and shields ghosted into the treble.
Nice.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's slick.
I mean, that's one thing you can't ever complain about Harley. They do their paint well.
Yeah.
Their paint is super, super good quality.
By the way, they
Their
even
their factory powder coat is also really good.
they even upgraded the emblems on the tank this year for the 25s.
for the Harley.
They kind of color match.
Depends on the model.
Well, yeah, but the ones I've like on the purple bike, it's got
Yeah,
the purple.
well, it does. So like on certain colors,
I thought that
yes.
was a nice touch.
If you get like just white, black, gray, or the other gray, or the other gray, it's just a standard.
One of the 5 gray options.
It's a new tank decal.
They're different, Daniel.
Don't you dare talk about vivid black like that.
There's literally 50 shades of gray.
So
I think I'm sensing a tie-in, maybe.
what?
You know,
No.
Harley Davidson, brought to you by Paramount Pictures.
And canceled.
Yes.
Straight from the trailer park.
Spank me harder, Daddy.
Whoa!
Hey! No, I meant like, you know.
That escalated quickly.
Give me that high APR.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want to clarify
that's, right. That's just the fun.
to everybody listening. I'm the only one that has not consumed alcohol today.
I want the Landman edition.
The Landman edition.
I would buy the Landman edition. I'm just saying. As long as it comes with a
And
pack
I've
of
already known,
cigarettes.
and Harley's already made it. They did it in 14 and 15. It's just going to be the Desert Storm Gray paint scheme. There you go.
With a
Yep.
with a Hess logo on the
I
side.
did
It
like that.
comes with a safety vest.
There you go.
I did like that paint though.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I liked it better. So
Yeah,
most everybody
missing
saw
finger.
the denim, but there's a handful out there that got glossed over, and I think it looks better in the gloss.
Yeah.
So that's the same tan that we did on the Pan America. The tan Pan Americas is that tan and a gloss paint, because obviously
That tan looks good.
I like
I
the
wouldn't
tan.
want a satin paint job to go off road.
Yeah.
It looks real good.
But that dark green
Until it
looked
doesn't.
really good on the Pan America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
You don't want to get the canary yellow Pan America?
No, that's only
It's
good
called-
on the Road King.
it's called banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
It's good on the Road King.
It's coming.
Just all yellow. When it's all yellow.
So
No black.
yellow's
Not the black. Not the black.
yellow's back for Street Bob, but it has a different
Bumblebee
color.
Valkyrie.
It's called Centerline.
That looks good. This is not
Yes,
good.
it
It's called Center.
Harley can't do yellow.
does. Bless their heart.
Bless it.
So, on the KTM news, I keep seeing conflicting reports. One, that a decision has not been made. Two, that they said no. But apparently, Lewis Hamilton offered to buy KTM's racing division.
Yes. So KTM's still doing their motorcycle racing for the year. For 2025.
Okay, because
They're
for a while there, they
supposedly-
were talking about putting it on hold.
Correct. So apparently they're still sponsoring the racing for this year. 2026 season is up in the air.
Okay,
I think that's only MotoGP or MotoGP,
Yeah, it's
right?
MotoGP.
yeah. Well, and that's
That's
what Lewis Hamilton was trying to buy was KTM's MotoGP
So my
team.
question is, what happens to the rest of it?
They don't sponsor anybody else. Really?
I mean, really?
Red Bull KTM. They've got a gas team. They've got a Husqvarna team.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention.
No, I was moving.
Well, but really, at the end of the day, if you look at like the Red Bull KTM, okay, that's still at the end of the day essentially a privateer team. KTM gives them bikes, but it's not a KTM factory race team.
Every one of them work for KTM.
It's still a privateer.
It's not a factory KTM team.
It is the factory KTM in motocross.
Well, then they have more than one sponsor than Red Bull because there's another KTM.
Yeah, Red Bull KTM, Rockstar Husqvarna, and then Gas is shit. Does anybody even have it? Used to be Troy Lee, but Troy Lee's not in it anymore.
Yeah, he is. Troy Lee Ducati.
Yeah, but he's not with Gas.
Yeah.
I
Ducati
just
came
love
out
that
with
they
that
didn't
new
work.
dirt
They
bike.
didn't
There's
make sure
three
that you
teams.
understood
Well,
what
not
diesel-
three. I think
Ducati finally made a bike that Desmond
Diesel.
valves make sense in.
it doesn't make sense in the bike.
Well, no, it does because you got to do a valve job every race anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing more inconvenient than a $200 valve job on a motocross bike is a $3,000 valve job on a motocross bike.
They're doing their own valve
Don't you
jobs.
dare talk about desmodronic valves like that.
Haven't they heard of hydraulic lifters?
Damn Honda.
No.
That's going to be real interesting to see the shakeup in that, though.
Well, like I said, I keep seeing I see reports that say that they turned Lewis Hamilton down,
Yes.
but I'm
That's
seeing
what I've-
other reports that are saying they haven't turned him down. So I think there's motorcycle publications, from what I can tell, that are saying he got turned down. But and the other
Well, because
publication,
Lewis Hamilton's still with Mercedes.
yes,
I know that
yeah,
I don't follow
yeah.
that type of racing. From
He's-
what I understand,
So
was it Mercedes or like Petronas or something
No.
that he's with?
so he's with AMG.
AMG. Yeah.
But it's so their cars are McLaren Mercedes. So
Yes.
they're either McLarens or Mercedes. But I think the team is owned by AMG, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. He's the fastest one around the Top Gear track. What does it matter?
Jeez.
The SIG? What's that? Is that
The Stig?
Stig,
No,
yeah.
Lewis Hamilton.
really?
Lewis Hamilton's the fastest one. Yeah, because they had a
Yeah.
special board for
F1 driver.
for F1 drivers that they would put in their reasonably priced car, and Lewis Hamilton was the fastest one by 2 seconds.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wasn't even being sarcastic.
It's a lot when
Which
you're
is
driving a Kia
normal.
C apostrophe D.
Seed.
Seed.
So that's happening.
So everything that I've seen about KTM is, once again, Husqvarna's up in the wind, Gas is up in the wind. KTM will still be here.
Yeah, so I saw something the other day that literally said KTM is not going anywhere. It said Husqvarna Gas beta is questionable, but there's in conversation about somebody purchasing all of beta, which will, I
Yeah.
guess the whole deal is if they buy beta, Gas is with them.
And as we talked about the last time, MV Agusta,
Yeah.
right down the drain.
See, this is all. I'm
So
here.
Lewis Hamilton's with Ferrari now.
For
Oh.
he just signed
He just signed.
That
I
was
knew I saw
earlier
that
this
the
year.
other day
Yes.
on Facebook.
because he put the picture out in the suit
He's got a
in
mohawk.
front of Ferrari.
Does he still have his mohawk?
No.
No.
Did he cut his mohawk?
But no, I knew I saw
What
something with
a
him
big-
moving to
Well, that's-
Ferrari.
Does he get he gets a free? He probably gets a free.
F90 Ferrari.
To be honest, because you probably don't know who Lewis Hamilton is.
I don't.
Do you know who Ayrton Senna is?
No, he doesn't.
I know
he doesn't.
I know Senna communication
Not
devices.
Senna communication devices.
Don't you talk about that Marlboro car like
Do
that.
you know what a McLaren is?
Of course.
Do you know McLaren made a car called a Senna?
Oh yes. Okay.
The
Now
car
I
is
know.
named after him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
so he did
So-
not suck.
No, there's some argument over who was the greatest racer of all time.
AJ Foyt.
Senna's
And
the
F1.
number one.
Senna is a hard argue for number one. what's his name? Niki Lauda was a hard
Yeah.
argue for best F1 racer of all time. But you have to put Lewis Hamilton at the top of that list too.
So no
Yeah.
Dick Trickle.
We're not talking about necessarily like the number one driver every time. He's just like he's skilled wise, he's
best.
unmatched.
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying Valentino Rossi when it comes to MotoGP.
Right.
He didn't win all the time.
Right,
He doesn't
or
win all
Tiger
the time.
Woods.
But
In
but
golf.
he's been in situations where no one else could have got out of that situation. He did.
That one where the two bikes are coming
That
on
being
either side
said,
of him.
Oh,
Niki
yeah.
Lauda was put in a situation he didn't get out of.
No. And then he still raced.
Yeah, he got burned like 90% of his body.
So
There's
what's,
a movie about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
so what's the link between Beta and KTM?
What is the leap?
Link. You
Link.
said there was something about Beta.
They own Beta.
So no, their engineering and manufacturing efforts have always been under the same roof. They're not the same bike. They've been tied at the hip like brothers for the past like 20 years. They're not the same company, but they've been. So basically, like if Beta and Gas go over here, there's stuff that they manufacture for KTM Husqvarna that KTM Husqvarna would then have to in turn start buying over here.
I don't think none of their parts are interchangeable.
None of their part. It's not interchangeable parts. It's a company that's manufacturing parts for them. Another motorcycle company manufacturing parts for them. If that makes sense.
Right. Like we were talking about, like how there's just a few cam
Correct.
actual manufacturers.
Correct.
There's a bunch of cam designers.
Correct.
Yeah. So Beta has been using KTM designed motors.
Since when?
If
2004.
If I'm not mistaken, though, Beta Gas is who actually was manufacturing
Yeah.
like cases. Now, I'm not talking about the cases in a Beta and a gas. They were very on their line. They were manufacturing cases that were different than theirs that they were selling to Husqvarna.
I wonder if that's when
KTM.
KTM was making all their own stuff.
Maybe so. Now everything KTM is coming out of India.
In China.
Yeah.
Because
So-
CF owns the
But like
majority share
there's
of
still
KTM.
there's still that link
Not anymore.
that well in the world of business there's still a link that has tied them together for so long. That link has fizzled out over time. 100% it has. So
Probably for KTM's disadvantage.
maybe. I mean, you're into that stuff more than we are. So I mean, what does it look
Well,
like?
I mean, like even
With KTM and gas on the track, I mean, obviously there's a difference in riders, but the bikes themselves.
KTM's going to have a little bit blingier stuff on it. Husqvarna's going to be the blingiest stuff.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're same bike though.
Well, yeah,
is on-
KTM.
It's the same.
But I'm talking about gas versus KTM.
Gas
on the track.
gas is going to be your lower end. Now, how does that translate into riding and lap times?
Yeah.
Completely on the rider.
But like the thing is like so the trials bike. Now I don't know in recent years, but the trials rider that we met, he was the year that we met him, he was actually on an episode of the podcast. He was the world title champion holder, trials rider. Like he had traveled all over the world for like the past 2 years competing in competitions, and he had like that was his title. He was the number one in the world trials rider. He was sponsored by Beta, and when I saw him, he was riding a gas, and I asked him. I was like, "You're sponsored by Beta, but you're riding a gas." He goes, "Yeah, I can. If I'm not in a competition, I can ride either one of these." And I was like, "Do you ever ride the Honda?" Which is most people never see the Honda. And he said, "I can't ride the Honda." He said, "At home though, I do have the KTM trials bike." He goes, "But I'm going to tell you, it's not any different than." So, like in that stuff, it's probably not. Like KTM and Husqvarna were slapping their name on the side of something that Gas and Beta were selling.
I mean, it was a slightly different bodywork for the street bikes. Slightly different bodywork, same exact engine.
Between Husqvarna and KTM,
Husqvarna
yes.
and KTM.
But what he's talking about is he knows Husqvarna KTM's over here and Beta and Gas are over here. Where do those two meet?
Well, Beta and Gas they're not even this. Like there's three. The way the whole business model worked was, you had Beta, Betas out.
Thank you.
Gas for a bike that you wanted to get in at like $9,500.
Yeah.
KTM was going to be your like 11.5.
Yeah.
And then if you really wanted to spend a lot of money, Husqvarna was your 12.5 bike.
Yeah.
And the price ranges for whether it be street or dirt were going to be about the same. There was going to be.
But why buy
a
Husky
tier.
when you can just buy steel?
Buy what?
Steel. So, okay.
Don't
so
hate on my chainsaws.
moving past where they're
got a
weights
nice
and
farmhand
all that
450.
stuff intertwined. Tell us, because I'm sure you've paid a lot more attention to it. Your blood has been probably pumping, and you're probably harder than a diamond in an ice storm right now about the resurgence of two strokes.
Man, that's
I'm going to give you guys an unpopular opinion.
It's not going to be good.
I don't like.
Now, hang on, before you say
like,
this man is a two-stroke fan.
this isn't going to age well. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you.
He's got this man for years has had 40-1 running in his blood.
I have. So based off of that, I'm a 4-stroke guy.
Now
His wife is happy to hear it.
I'm a 4-stroke guy.
he's happy to know he doesn't have a wife.
Yeah,
Well.
that's the important part. To take away from this. So 2-strokes are fun for a minute, but if I've got to live with a bike, I'm taking the 4-stroke every day. Now there's some
Even on the
places,
modern.
especially
2-strokes?
especially on modern.
Well, no, me and you had this conversation today. Kawasaki just recently announced bringing back the 2-stroke.
yeah,
But I guess-
now this is a good step.
I
In
guess-
the KX.
But I
Yes.
guess Yamaha has said stuff too.
Well, Yamaha's always had one. And Yamaha had a really good, in my mind, thinking business-wise, okay, you've got, the 4-strokes are getting out of control on price. They keep innovating every
I
single
mean, you're looking
year.
at over 10 grand.
10 grand for the Japanese models, right?
Yes.
All right. So where Daniel and I were talking the other day, what would make me want to go out and buy a new KX, let's say it's a KX 250.
2-stroke.
2-stroke that they're
What you
building.
had.
I've not had a 250, I had an 80.
Okay.
But anyways, I'm going to go buy a brand new motorcycle and it's a 2-stroke. If I'm looking at this KX 250 and it is a 250 and it does have a kickstart and, great if it's fuel injected, but if it's got a Mikuni on it or something, that's fine too. If it's priced at or below $6,000, I'm buying it all day long. Because a 2-stroke is a great motocross bike. I can make it, that thing works great on the trails. It's not going to overheat. Low barrier to entry as far as price and maintenance. I'm buying it all day long. However,
It won't be. under
exactly.
6 grand.
Here's what's going to happen, and this is what the world. It's like the M109. It's the bike. Nobody asked for this motorcycle.
It'll have electric start
It's going to have electric start. It's going to be a 300, and then
and a
it's,
fuel
it's going to
injector.
be fuel injected, and it's going to be a fantastic bike. It's
For
also going to be
$9,000.
a $10,000 2-stroke, and nobody is buying that. Nobody.
Yeah, I mean,
Except for the
and even
5
then,
people that want one.
Except for the guys that don't want to deal with KTM anymore, and they're going to buy it, and it's going to. And like I said, it's going to be a great bike.
well,
It's
even the
gonna be
new
a great
4-strokes
bike.
are more than 10 grand though.
No, you can get your Hondas, Kawasaki's, Suzuki. I mean,
The,
you
the,
can get all the
250s
Japanese.
end up being around 7,000, 7,500.
They're pushing about 8 now.
I was
4
gonna
Yeah.
say, I mean, when I
450 is going to be
it's
about
7 to 8.
91 to
When I
96.
was-
7,000 to 8,000 for dirt
Yeah.
bikes.
like
I know you're
when I
not
was at
into
Honda,
that
it was
world.
10 grand for a
Not
450.
since I was 15. That's the last time I.
I've never seen Honda make a 10 grand 450 unless it's a WE
Good
bike.
days.
So no, it's a 450R, but you're talking about the works. From what I understand, the 450 works is like $15,000.
Oh,
That's
the works
Street Riders?
is, yeah, but if you get the
Well,
base
Dirt
model
Riders.
450R, I mean, it's priced right at under that 10 grand threshold this year. Now, next year,
I mean, a 450 RL is like 11.
yeah, isn't that the thing, though? Yeah, the RL and all the dual sports that are very, kind of, in my opinion, subpar bikes, they're pressed out the roof. I don't know how anybody could ever buy one.
Well, and that's something Daniel and I have talked about. They need to get rid of the 450 RL. They need to take essentially like the 300L setup and throw the Rebel 500 motor in it and sell
Make it a
that.
street engine.
Do a street engine that doesn't require the maintenance that 450
And that's
motor
why I always
requires.
like the DRZ. And you and I, we've
Yeah.
talked about this. Is A dual sport is a Swiss Army knife of bikes.
Like
It
the XR.
doesn't do
I mean, yeah.
anything well.
No.
Nothing.
It just does.
It just does, and it's great. But when you throw that kind of motocross technology and the high output motors and the suspension and everything,
Yeah.
now you have a more expensive street bike that's not good at street at all, and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg and a
That's
lot
why
of time
the
and pain to
WRs
maintain the
are
thing.
garbage and they're so cheap when you want
That's
to buy
why
them.
you never see a WR anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's an old.
Here's
Well, they've broken. They've all broken. And people didn't want to rebuild them. But
that's why
XRs, you'll see 1989
Dude,
XR.
I can tell you
For
firsthand
$3,000.
because
Yeah.
I've been to these
And
the
it still
off-road
runs,
motorcycle rallies. Like
10,000 miles on it.
like there's a bunch of 4-stroke KTM's and stuff like that, like the new 500 TEs and stuff like that. But there's a lot of KLRs, XR 650s, DR 650s, and DRZ 400s.
Well, and for that
There's
reason,
a lot of those.
they're a good Swiss Army knife bike.
Yeah, they're a jack of
priced
all
well,
trades, master of none.
and there's no maintenance on them. If you're going to buy a dual sport bike, you better be prepared for that because it's not going to do anything well. If you're going to buy a dirt bike or a street bike, buy either or.
Yeah.
But trying to combine both of those worlds into one and coming out
Oh,
with
yeah.
a great bike, I'll tell you the person that did it the best, and it's not a dirt bike, and it's from what I can see, a pretty good street bike is going to
Triumph
be
Scrambler.
no the T7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is not a dirt bike. It is not something I want to take on the power lines like where we ride the single track and stuff. Can you? Yeah. Could you do a hair scramble with it? Yeah. You could also do it with a Pan America. You don't want to,
Yeah.
but you could.
The only thing that the T7 has going for it versus something like the Pan Am is the weight.
It's the weight. Yeah.
100
It's the
pounds
weight.
lighter.
Yeah.
But also, too, like I watched a video recently from Dork in the Road where he was talking about the T7. Well, he was talking about it in the video. It was the bikes that are not for beginner ADV riders.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the T7. He's like, don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic motorcycle, and anybody that's learning to ride can get on that bike and go down the road. He said, but realistically, when it comes to off-road, there's a lot of technology that they put in it that you don't get the feel out of other bikes. He goes, the problem is everybody has seen these videos of like Pole Terrace getting out there riding wheelies and jumping the thing 30 feet in the air and everything else. And he goes,
I do that every
what
day.
you don't realize is you're talking about an extreme skilled level rider. You're watching him do it on a T7, but he could get out there and do it on anything.
Well, and truth can be said for this. They don't, no manufacturer, there's not one made in the world, a beginner adventure bike. It doesn't exist.
No.
The only beginner adventure bike that is made, it's called a dual sport.
I would slightly
Honda
argue that.
XL.
Name one.
KTM 390 Adventure.
No.
No.
It's too big.
It's not
It's
even
too big,
it's
it's
not
too
even
heavy.
a good adventure bike.
So
It's got a lot to it. I mean, in reality, the CRF 230L is going to be your best dual sport.
I will never ride a 230.
No.
Yeah, but you're not a beginner.
But,
you
but
want
for a
to
beginner.
No,
For
no.
a beginner.
But
For a beginner.
So for a small beginner,
Yeah.
a physical stature small beginner, because I rode 230s when I worked at Honda,
like me.
and I'm telling you, for someone that's over 6 foot and weighs over 200 pounds, buy a DRZ.
another
Yeah.
good beginner adventure bike, right?
The 400.
Dual sport.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Adventure bike or beginner adventure bike, dual sport, they're the same thing.
But I mean, you wouldn't want to put somebody that's never ridden off road on a KLR 650, XR 650, Tenere 700, DRZ 650.
I think some of that comes down to physical sizing. Though.
It does.
The power.
Because I'm not
But
going
then
to
again-
put. I would put Keith on one of those.
But then again, both me and you ride the KTM 390. We look gigantic.
Like it's a Grom.
Yeah, like it's a Grom. But you learn different techniques riding a small bike
Yeah.
than you do riding a bike that may be suited for your stature.
Yeah.
There's something to be said
And-
about that.
And
Yeah.
I will say
Something
this.
something that you can actually handle
I will say this.
as a beginner.
Yeah.
And manhandle.
Which when we've talked about the T7, me and you have talked about the T7. I've never called it an adventure bike. I've called it a modern, updated dual sport because it's more along the lines of an XR and KLR and stuff like that than it is really an adventure bike. To me, when I think adventure bikes, though, I think those 1100, 1200, 1300 cc motorcycles.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of advertising, though.
Well,
'Cause
that's
what we
that's
always
because
say.
BMW with the GS for as long as they've
Forever,
put the GS out there as the adventure bike. You want to go around the world, then you had the Africa Twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't look at like the F800 or the F650 and get the same off-road feel that I get from
No.
a 1250.
And to be honest, the people that buy them probably don't get the same off-road feel from any of them.
Well, also the people that buy the 1250 are mad that they have to pay extra for the accessory Starbucks cup holder.
But it comes in aluminum finish, and it's really nice.
You know what else it comes with? It comes with those jugs that stick way out there
Yeah.
to catch
Great
every
for
single
the-
thing you drive
To
by.
catch your fall on a rock and bust the head.
Well,
Good thing you can fix them. They're exposed.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Valve job
right out.
crazy.
Yeah.
We have lost Keith with all this dirt bike and adventure bike.
he's
stuff.
just listening.
Oh no, because I was telling Daniel the last time I rode dirt.
We had our own conversation
Yeah.
going for a little bit.
But dude, he's from a state that you can go from one side to the other on dirt very easily. He's looking at me
never
like, what are
done
you
it.
No,
talking
Texas.
about?
Yeah. But
He
well,
has
see,
went
but
from one side of Texas to the other on pavement.
I've done that.
And
more.
it's
But that's
even
he's talking
longer.
about, he's talking about power line roads and stuff. Yeah, like when I was a kid in Texas and I had XRs and stuff, like that's what we rode on. Like we would just ride on power line roads and get down to the San Jacinto River bottom and go, and I could go from Harris County all the way to San Jacinto County and never even see a road back. No, this is back in the 80s, early 80s. So I don't know if that's
back
still-
before roads.
Right. We didn't need roads where we're going.
Oh,
There wasn't even a border wall at that time.
That's right.
back before I was born.
We were friends with our Mexicans, but they're legal.
So Keith did something new today. He rode a new bike.
That's right. I just bought a brand new BMW. I buried it. Yeah, that was an experience because that's the first time I've ever been in that seating position.
You've never rode a sport bike?
Mm-mm. That's the first time.
and that's
ever.
not even like an aggressive sport bike. That's
No.
relatively
First time I've ever.
touring.
I mean,
Have you ever rode a police motorcycle?
yeah, I owned a police road key.
Have you? Did you ever watch Chips?
do you know where that bike still
Did I
is?
watch Chips?
Because I want a police road king.
What do you think? I'm not an American?
You know, Lewis has a KZP Chips bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should ride that. Don't go above 70.
Oh,
It gets unhappy.
well, I was about to say, it's funny you say that because
It settles back down at 80, but just don't go above
so
70.
so I have a younger brother and a younger sister. My sister married the son of a Texas Highway Patrol motorcycle cop, and that's how he retired. Was Kawasaki.
Wow.
Well, they stopped making them in 2005.
And he was in a Pursuit, like 100 or something like that.
Well, technically,
It
they
just-
stopped making them in what, like 1987? They just had a warehouse full of them, and they put new year badges on them every time.
So was he actually? He was in a pursuit and he got killed in the line of duty.
No, he actually survived, but he was
Forced retirement.
yeah, he was disabled, but massive head injury and stuff. He ended up being okay. I'm sure he won't listen to this podcast. I hope he won't, because I'm about to say it messed him up.
And now you have places like Oklahoma with Hayabusas. Florida Highway Patrol just got BMW S1000Rs.
Hey,
Jesus.
Dallas Transit used to run Valkyries.
So let me ask you
Yes,
this:
it did.
I know in Houston, I was talking to some
Yeah, he gets to
motorcycle
travel.
cops, and the way they work, I've never heard of this before, but the way they work, if you want to be a motorcycle cop, you got to pass the test and all that, but you have to provide your own bike. Did he have to do that?
No.
So they provide their own motorcycle, and then they get.
I think that depends on the department.
Yeah, and it very well might. I know in Houston, with their, I don't know if it's the county or city or
So it could
what.
be Harris County. It could be Metro PD, which is like the transit police of Houston, or it could be HPD. So my brother was a sheriff's captain in Montgomery County, so like the county right above Harris County, right above Houston.
Yeah.
And he was a motorcycle when he was a sergeant and a lieutenant. He was a motorcycle cop.
Okay.
And so, they ran Harleys, but then they went to Beamers.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny when
A lot of state agencies.
I was talking to these guys. 3 of them. There was a whole bunch of them because they were doing a escort for one of the buses for some sport event that I was helping work. So they had 3 Gold Wings that had all the lights and everything on it. They had a couple of Harleys. They had a couple of BMWs, if I remember correctly, and one guy actually had a Triumph.
I know.
If I'm not mistaken.
Like a speed.
Like the adventure bike.
Oh,
Tiger.
Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
I-
was a 900.
Look, police departments have used weird motorcycles. I know New Jersey Highway Patrol used to use Moto Guzzi's.
Well, Harley Davidson for this year, for 2025, on their police bike lineup, actually released a actual Pan America police bike.
Did they? Well, we saw the pictures of that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was weird in Houston because I was talking to the guys. I said, so do they provide you these bikes? And he's like, no. He said, we have to buy them, but the department gives you like some kind
Like
of
a stipend?
Yeah. And he said, it kind of pays the monthly payment, but by the time you add all the stuff onto it, it doesn't. But you get to keep it's your bike.
Yeah.
So they pay for it for whatever.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad
It's
deal.
not bad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's a free motorcycle for the most part.
Kind of. I mean, the thing
I
is, if they
just
pay,
want to keep the siren in my, like I bought a police bike from through my brother. It was a 0405 Road King.
You can
And
buy it off
he would not
Amazon.
let me keep the sirens and the lights.
You can buy it off
Yeah, I didn't
Amazon.
get
I
mine
have
either.
one. We talked about putting it on his police
no,
bike.
we've
It's
already
somewhere
talked
in the
about what
garage.
we're going to do with mine. We're going to do club style on mine.
Yeah, I know. We talked
People are
about
going to
that.
be like, "Oh, look at that FX! Oh my
Oh
god!"
my God.
That's what
I
I'm
hate
going to do. I'm going
everything
to do
about that.
the craziest, like unknown industries paint job on this thing. And I'm going to put some kind of exhaust on it,
I
clean
hate
it
it.
up real good and everything, T-bars, the whole deal.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
taking it to Panama, and the first $15,000 that comes my way, it's gone.
I mean, that should work. You probably won't
Crusher.
get pulled over by the
The
police
Crusher.
anymore.
The
Yeah,
Crusher.
right.
Crushing all your hopes and dreams.
CHP
You won't have to worry about it beating you in a show if he.
Well, that
That's
bike's never beaten me. It's that green one.
It's only been shown once.
Yeah.
Once.
It's also been on camera once.
That's for you.
Dash cam and you got pulled over in Etowah.
I've
Yeah.
seen.
That's the only time I've been pulled over on a motorcycle.
God, they look so
I was
good.
on the motorcycle, on the cop bike.
Guess who's not getting away? Anybody. Valkyrie police bike.
Dallas Metro.
Nice.
So I have seen pictures of Oklahoma City, or not Oklahoma City, but Oklahoma police gold wings.
And they run this in the rodeo.
Yeah. You know,
I've got
so Goldwing.
I've got a rodeo guy I could probably get on the podcast sometime.
To me, it's fascinating. Like, like all the slow speed guys.
My rodeo guy's
Yeah.
got one of the new road glides.
Not on one of the new BMWs.
No, he works for Harley.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Makes sense then.
No, he personally rides a Pan America. But
Fair enough.
he drives around the country in his pickup truck with a trailer behind it with Pan America and a police road glide. So, anyways,
I think I'd be careful about. I think I'd want to have an enclosed trailer with the cop bike I'm towing.
they are
You
enclosed.
think,
It is.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He keeps all his gear in there too, because he has like he'll go to rodeos and do demonstrations, or go to departments and do demonstrations, and he has like the full setup, like the pants with the boots.
Oh,
and
with the puppy.
has like a polo and like a little helmet with the
right.
yeah.
So we found out they're going to do bike nights in Whitwell now.
Okay.
Yep.
Where
On
is
Saturdays.
So at the Landing Zone Grill.
that? Paul's place?
No. This is so Suck Creek, go through the red light, keep going straight.
28.
Whitwell, turn right on 28, and then
In about
when you kind
like a mile and a half.
of maybe if even that, there's a little restaurant right there on the right.
Right next to the gas station?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So they've got a bar, full bar, patio. The patio is really nice. Like it's got.
It's not big.
I'll tell you what it's like. It's like the Lick.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
It's got the little thing where you set out, look at the traffic, motorcycle parking only.
Yeah.
So I talked to one of the girls that works there. Asked us, "Hey, are y'all doing bike nights or anything?" She goes, "We're going to start up this summer
On Saturday.
So-
on Saturday."
That'd be
So,
cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what you haven't heard yet is Nightfall had been disappointed with Southern Power Sports' effort at Nightfall past couple of years.
I'm sure Southern Power Sports has been disappointed with Chattanooga's effort with Nightfall.
Probably true. So 2025 is going to be a rebuilding year of Nightfall. Starting to get our parking back and promote it. White Lightning is going to be the sponsor, the motorcycle sponsor for Nightfall for 2025.
Nice. Are they getting the same parking back?
So that was one of the things that I had negotiated. And if we were going to do this, this is what I need. I don't have all 3 blocks, the original 3 blocks. But what I do have is the block of MLK between, or the block of Market between MLK and 10th Street. So you know where Jimmy John's is?
Mhm.
That 5-lane section, because it's 2 lanes with a turn lane, 2 lanes. We have that block.
Is that the sandwich shop or just the guy named Jimmy John?
just
It's that homeless guy.
Just, yeah. With a shopping cart.
So you'll be able to come off of 27
But
He's
it's
got a
Target.
on the MLK, and when you get right in front of the EPB building at Market Street, you'll turn right, and we're parked right there.
That's not a lot of parking.
It's 5 lanes, and then it has additional parallel spots on top of that.
It's better
So-
than nothing, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
my plan is
And we can
Four-
maybe make
four-
it grow a little bit.
4 rows through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are
if
you
I
gonna-
get 4 rows through that whole
Are you gonna
thing,
bring in like
that's probably 400 or
food
500
vendors, or is there
motorcycles.
just restaurants?
There's food
No,
trucks
there's
down
food
there.
vendors.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But the thing is so if we can rebuild this, and the biggest thing, which you and I have talked about, I don't want to go down this road, but people being respectable, because that was part of the issue, was even outside of the other shit that happened, was the stupid people, that type of stuff. People coming down and being respectable,
Daniel.
then we can potentially grow the motorcycle parking
That'd be
even
awesome.
more. So, but that's the thing about it.
Permanent ban on M109.
And one of those, no.
I mean, Lewis
Wait.
can make a sign that says no M109.
Was
I
it
will.
was it a guy was a guy on a 2-stroke dirt bike possibly?
No.
It wouldn't have been me. I don't ride 2 strokes.
No,
Hey,
we,
4 strokes for life.
Stay with that story.
it's like they're having a concert right there, like right next to you.
Oh right, so they're just driving.
So guys were coming into motorcycle park and just blah, 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 blah.
I've never seen this behavior.
What's the point of the concert? If
Right.
all you got is some idiot revving up his motorcycle.
Yep.
So
I'm
There-
sure. I'm.
there was other stuff that happened, which I'm not going to go into on here, but
Why?
we'll
'Cause
tell
that's it.
we'll tell you about it.
No,
I'll-
we'll
tell
talk
you
about it later.
Yeah.
Off there, trust me.
We'll do it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I got you. We'll do it for the YouTube.
If
Yeah.
anybody that wants to
YouTubes.
know, you can message us and we'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so yeah. So,
On that note,
otherwise, Sturgis?
Yeah.
Just
Sturgis?
Sturgis.
yeah.
Sturgis?
Sturgis.
Sturgis?
Kentucky?
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.